Ben ritrovati ragazzi in questo nuovo episodio. Vediamo un po' il da farsi.
Here I am. Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss, and in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
What if I make a mess of something, though?
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job even mopping the floor in the hole in the wall. But I'm sure that's not going to happen. So, are you prepared?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
C'è da stare attenti senza fare danni.
Our current Waffen-arsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting
Hey, wait,
Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher.
I apologize, sir.
Hand cannon.
Which one?
Can you believe
Tokai.
it?
That's the
Where
white.
did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows
Are you
this too.
deaf or something? Why?
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free.
Boy,
There
are you deaf or something?
everywhere in
Why?
the region?
White.
We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves.
Mind
with
where
a
you're
few
going.
rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with
Shut that
protection,
damn picture.
isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up!
The king can arrive at any moment.
Raga, porca puttana, perché non lo prende?
We're sitting
Cazzo, è
atop the
handicappato.
biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the
I'd like some
coin for
monastery
better
wine.
equipment?
Refill my
You
cup,
can
boy.
always confiscate the property of the king's
apologize,
enemies. Nicht
Which
wahr?
wine?
We are more than familiar with the
speaking in Latin?
yellowish state of our armory.
Roof.
And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with
Monastery
arms
wine,
crossed for the
here.
Hauptritter to wreak havoc all around?
Well,
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
Wait up. Pour me red wine.
Sir?
Well, thank the Lord.
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should
My
be.
cup is
The current
empty.
baths in the city fall
Pour me
far
some
short
wine.
of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome.
I apologise, sir.
Betty has showed
Which wine?
Tokai. That's the white.
that used to be there.
She's a protege of Maresh. Her efforts are commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand, not soft, feminine fingers.
A moment ago, you were complaining there weren't
Sir?
enough baths. Shouldn't we support her?
Something like this is better handled by trustworthy people, like my friend, bathhouse proprietor Adam. The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should
Mind
not
where you're
be
going.
underestimated.
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a few steps from the city wall.
More wine, Master
Certainly.
Bailiff.
I
And
have
they can
enough
get leeches
wine.
there.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What? No. Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nazi's earthly
Whose silver
paradise,
might this be?
everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
So, did you find it?
I did, Master.
Not so loud. And now go back to your...
I got word that Ruttard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely
Waiter,
hates him.
pour me red wine. He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
Horseshit! You know full well. Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself? Me?
Boy, I'd like
I
some
beg
white.
your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a
Are
small
they only just
misunderstanding.
pressing the graves
We've
for the
sorted it out.
Tokai?
Everything's settled. My ears must be deceiving me.
Thank you, waiter.
Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard.
I fancy
but
some Tokai.
In this case, it
Refill,
really
boy.
was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it.
Sir?
I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly
Well, thank you.
exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will...
Madonna che palle, oh.
He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go
Waiter,
wild and
get
do whatever
me
they
white.
want. I suspect the gentleman from the
I
city's
apologise, sir.
sword-fighting school
Which
brought
one?
this custom
White
to
Tokai.
us. That German, Menhard, is just hanging around the market looking for
Sir?
trouble.
Don't be ridiculous, Gorsucker. You act like you've never been in a fight before.
Mind where you're
And
going.
to accuse a swordsmaster
As you
without
wish.
a shred of proof.
Sir Ulrich?
We're not some old fishwives on the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Hey, proven offences
Waiter.
are punished by the bailiff. And that's that.
Refill, sir?
Do you think I come to the council just to guzzle
More
wine?
pressing.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
All right.
I knew I could count while you're at it. Count how many figures on the mural have...
But...
Because I'm bored. And because...
And no one is left unscathed.
And you, a councillor, let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah, hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste our time?
That was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
So, let...
I found your gloves.
Really? And did you count?
I counted...
And you counted... So you can have a bit of fun in the evening
Che
too.
culo, raga.
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a
You
monastery.
there, lad?
And they are going to
A cup of
Makaroi
bread.
mining city.
And
Why
don't
can't we build
you
faster?
skimp on me.
Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Because those so-called craftsmen
Sir?
are a band of parasites. You pay them, they come late, or report sick, and if they do come, their work is shit, and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's a waste of time. I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the proceedings with your
Hey, boy.
drunken ranting.
Full cup of monastery
Even if
wine.
You are in the right. And as for you, Endelin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
I apologise, sir.
Are the experts
Which
from
wine?
far off
Right.
supposed to work in a city under siege?
And besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you?
Good, sir.
And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd
No,
like
no.
to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in
You
this
there,
council.
lad.
How dare
A cup
you?
of red.
I
And don't you
acquired
skip
my
one.
seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well,
Thank
I hope
you,
you're not supplying equipment to the army. If
Ma
that's
che palle di
all,
missione, oh.
they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Hopbrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Finalmente, ragazzi. Finalmente.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Figa, adesso è arrivato questo, madonna. Almeno vediamo la faccia di questo re. Ah, figa. E non guardarlo in faccia, bassa la testa.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this man of fights!
Boh, è successo un casino. Noi saremo Goodwin adesso, sicuro ci farà fare Goodwin. Però sta cosa che
Come now, father. Put a little
Ci
life
sta.
into your dying. See more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest.
Wait a minute. Rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home.
I wouldn't be too sure. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malish?
Ah, è francese, non è italiano allora.
Brabant. Been everywhere. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate...
Or, until you...
No fear of that in my case. Wine, women...
What do you plan to do now you're
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the...
Have you perchance...
I'll leave that to the older and wiser.
Dear me. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself.
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of...
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer...
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Sa.
God bless, good sir. Greetings to you.
Questo l'ho già visto da qualche
Rare
parte.
guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
Ah, quello è l'albanese lì, il rumeno, gli ebrei erano, non mi ricordo.
We have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
È strano.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to them.
Everything in good time, Samuel.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have...
You remind me of my young friend Henry.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other?
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good...
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable, and has his heart in the right place. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world.
Wait, from Skalitz?
Aye, that's right.
I knew of someone. A blacksmith.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one.
And that was...
Why? You should have taken care of me.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, at least he took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Kobyla, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have it...
For that, there will be...
Excuse me.
Better communion wine than...
Boh. Madonna, oh. Tutti incazzati, reputazione di ridotta. Che cazzo è successo? Perché? Dobbiamo parlare adesso.
I'm glad we finally accepted my invitation.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry.
Baron Vauclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also...
My word.
Mais non! And I'm glad...
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
My last big battle was in...
I've heard of this battle.
Aye. And it was there I decided...
Then, what are you doing here?
The Lord... You say you...
I think not.
Sì, raga, figa diventa...
Where have you been on your travels?
But of course! If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then...
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX.
How come almost nobody here...
I am operating, as they say. My great benefit is my strong connection there. Everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary. And here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That horse son won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Che casino.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Was that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the Council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you.
I'll give you 3 names. Botch, if you can get those 3 on our side. Meanwhile...
What if it doesn't?
I refuse to even consider that outcome.
Why me?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That there aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people.
Certainly. Who do you want to start?
Botchek of Kunststadt.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he doesn't play the big game. Because he always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind...
Alder the Alderman.
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Gutenberg. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich...
Anna of Waldstein.
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised...
I was quite surprised to see her here.
A male affair? Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary... But don't trust appearances. She's got claws.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth and that it was thanks to her.
I'll get on it then.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is...
I'd rather discuss...
Perfetto ragazzi, al prossimo episodio.